This tutorial will show you how to link to the Tech Data product data source using the prodcod.exe file. Before we get started with this tutorial, you'll need to have an ID and password to retrieve the prodcod.exe file from the Tech Data website. If you don't already have an ID and password for their website, you can request one by calling their electronic commerce support number. In the event that this number has changed since the making of this tutorial, you can find the most current number to their electronic commerce support in the Linking to Tech Data section of the QuoteWerks manual, as well as the Tech Data website. There are two methods in which we can establish the Tech Data products in QuoteWerks. The first method is to download Tech Data's products text file from the Tech Data website and then use the QuoteWerks product import wizard to import the products into a native database. Or the second method, which we'll be demonstrating in this tutorial, is to download the prodcod.exe file from the Tech Data website, which contains a DBF file that QuoteWerks can link to. The prodcod.exe file is also referred to as the offline price guide. Please note that linking to the Tech Data products using the prodcod.exe file is only available in the professional and corporate editions of QuoteWerks. If you have the standard edition of QuoteWerks, you can still use the Tech Data products list. However, you'll need to import the products into a native database. The product import wizard can be accessed from the Products Import Wizard menu. After downloading the prodcod.exe file from the Tech Data website, we recommend that you download the file into the Tech Data folder located inside the QuoteWerks directory. Double-click the prodcod.exe file and extract the files into the Tech Data folder. This generally takes just a few moments. When the files are finished extracting, click OK. Once the files have been extracted, in QuoteWerks, select the Products Setup Product Sources menu. Once the product data source window appears, click the New button. On the next window, click the drop-down menu. You'll have several choices. Select Tech Data from the list and click Next. On this screen, click the folder icon to browse to the folder where you extracted the Tech Data products. Select the folder and press OK, and then Next. QuoteWerks will begin indexing the Tech Data products. This should only take a moment or two. When the process is complete, you'll see the Map Columns window. This window enables you to map the Tech Data database columns to their QuoteWerks counterpart. By default, we've already mapped the Tech Data fields to the QuoteWerks fields. If you do want to change our default selections, simply select the Tech Data field on the right, then select the QuoteWerks field on the left, and choose to map or unmap the fields. When you're satisfied with the mappings, click Next. On this window, you can set column titles. Column titles are the names of the columns as they'll appear in the product lookup window for this product source. It's not required that you set these, but it is an option. When you're satisfied with the column titles, click Next. If you've enabled individual product data source level security in QuoteWerks, then you'll see this next window. You can enable or disable this setting from the Security tab of the Tools Options menu. Enabling this option allows you to control who can view or modify products in this data source. You can find more information about QuoteWerks security features in the User Maintenance and Security chapter of the QuoteWerks manual. Click the Next button after you've confirmed your security permissions, and then click Finish. The Tech Data database will now appear in the Product Data Source window and will also be available in the Product Lookup window. You'll note that folders have been created for this database. The Categories folder breaks down all the items in the Tech Data database by their specific category type. The Manufacturers folder breaks down all the Tech Data items by their manufacturer. Now we'll search for a common item. and we'll go ahead and add it to a quote. you want to retrieve the latest tech data database, go back to the Tech Data website and download the file and extract it to the same folder so that the old Tech Data product information is overwritten. Once the new Tech Data products are in place, we then need to re-index the Tech Data database in QuoteWerks so that the database is refreshed with the current products. After the latest prodcod.exe file has been extracted into the desired folder, we'll select the Products Set Up Product Sources menu again. We recommend that no other users be in QuoteWerks while you're updating products. Select the Tech Data database and press Edit. Then click Next. This process is very similar to the initial setup of the Tech Data product source. You'll see that the location of the Tech Data product source is already there, so click Next. You'll now be prompted with a window to notify you that the Tech Data product source already exists, and if you want to re-index the database. Click Yes to proceed, and QuoteWerks will begin re-indexing. Just as before, this will take just a few moments. When the re-index is complete, the following windows will appear just as when you link to the Tech Data database for the first time. This gives you an opportunity to make changes to the mappings, column titles, and product data source permissions. In most instances, you won't need to make changes here, so we can just click Next and then Finish. When you're finished, you'll receive a notification telling you that the database is now available to use from the product lookup window. Click OK and then Close.